Hello everyone. Happy afternoon, late afternoon. I hope you guys are doing very well, and I am making the video for the Ukrainian types women continuation. Many people had been really interesting to hear more about the types, and these are just my subjective categorization, if I can say. This is how I see it and experienced it, so therefore I'm sharing with you guys. And that's basically gonna be a continuation, and we're gonna talk about type 3 and 4. That is just one kind of categorizing people. Of course, it doesn't include psychological and emotional types, which we're gonna talk later on. But today, so we are going to type 3 and type 4. I'm gonna make 2 in 1 because I'm leaving pretty soon. Hey Gino, actually I'm leaving tomorrow early morning. By the way, guys, those of you who are meeting with me in Dallas, please contact Dave because he's the one that organizing. He's a local. I don't know first thing about Texas, so please contact him. He is helping to organize everything. And it would be great to see you all. And if you need to contact him, you can contact me today, because I won't be checking a lot of emails on tomorrow morning. I'll be without. Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. Hey Gino, and if you want to see us, please contact Dave. So everybody contacting Dave. So good evening everybody. Yes, so let's get to the topic, and we're gonna start talking about type 3. That's once again by my definition. So type 3 is basically in many ways a type that combine type 1 and type 2. So type 1 and type 2, guys, I hope you already saw those videos. I have one long video about all of the types, and then I'm separately talking about type 1 and type 2. I will add it to the same playlist on YouTube, and those who are watching on Facebook, you can also search for those. So yes, type 3 is really a unicorn. Type 3 is a type that really uniting the femininity, the love to be feminine, the love to dress up, the love to and it comes within, guys. It's not about the brands, it's not about the showing off. It's an inner desire. It's kind of woman that even if she works from home, or she is homestay mom, or she's a businesswoman, it doesn't matter. She is always feminine. She's always dressed. She loves doing it, even if she knows that she might not even see anybody today. She is always looking beautiful. She might not have the full makeup or all the hair done, but she always looking presentable. She likes to be fresh. She likes to be feeling good. She takes care of her body, mind, and soul. She loves doing it. She doesn't do it. That's the main core difference. We're gonna talk about the type 4 a little bit later. So yes, Bryce, that's kind of woman is definitely a unicorn, and it's absolutely true. I have some friends in Ukraine that I totally consider unicorns, and I know some ladies in Russian network here near Detroit, Michigan. There is a bigger Russian community that I get to see. I've seen a little bit more often now. So, and a lot of ladies over there I totally consider as a unicorn, because they put high standards for everything. So they put high standards when it comes to their appearance, when it comes to their physical shape, their feminine side. They put high standard when they walk in with their kids. I had the best conversations with one of my friends. By the way, she is a total unicorn. Her name is Oksana. I'm planning to make interview with her. And I just had such a great joy talking with her, because we were talking about the computer games and the kids getting addicted to computer games, and we were talking about etiquette and norms, and I just felt almost ecstatic to hear that there is someone in this world, and especially in this part of the world, doing the same thing as I do, that I'm not like entirely insane. Because sometimes when 99% people where you live doing one thing, you have those moments, like you have moments when you doubt yourself. Not that you doubt yourself, but you feel like I don't really doubt what I do, but I often feel 99% of the time I feel like total outsider, complete outsider, because a lot of people, they don't take pride in their standards in life, and that's what it is. So we talked about the games, we talk about how we teach our kids to treat others. We talked about just standard, like once in a while my son can talk to me disrespectfully, and he gets exactly what he deserves at those moments. So I think many people, they mix love and spoiling, and I think spoiling is one of the worst things you can ever do for your child. My heart smiles. I'm not a perfect parent, and I'm not trying to fit some kind of script, but my heart smiles when I see the independent thinking, the independent action, and that kind of confidence, that kind of independence in everything for the certain age of a child. In particular, like with my son, it makes me happy. It makes me feel that great. You're doing something right. And so I want to tell you that the unicorn type is not like a total something that doesn't exist. It does exist. It's there is quite a bit of women that could fit in that. It's just basically, if put it down, it's a woman that with the highest standards for a partner, highest standards for family, highest standards for intimacy, for affection, for friendship, for what they allow in their life and what they don't allow in their life. Women that don't settle, they don't take less, and they equally want to be successful in a career or passion or whatever their mission is in life, as they want to be successful as a mom. They want to have a child, they want to be a mother, they want to be a loving wife, and that's really when they could achieve these two. They feel on top of the world. They don't need anybody's approval. That's what the most amazing thing. They don't need anybody's approval, and their inner values, their inner satisfaction, always a best signal. And yeah, they just do not compromise on quality. If you not stepping up your game, you go to the past. And because they need to save their energy, they're not going to be involved in much gossiping. They're not going to be involved in misery love companies kind of friendship. They're going to be with those people who are on the same page, who are striving for great things in life. And they, what I love the most about the unicorn type, they take pride in being a mother, in being a wife. They take pride in that. They really value having that connection and having the family, but yet they bring value to the world. They love doing their own thing, and it doesn't matter how rich or poor their husband is. If they meet a husband when he was poor, he's gonna be rich. Just because that kind of woman always brings luck. She brings she see what you got and multiplies it. Oops. Hey guys, she see what you got and multiplies it. So, meaning, she really have this gift of doing the best of things and being able to see what can be done rather than going in the past and having never ending dwell and never ending complain and things like that. So yeah, that woman is totally a unicorn. Now these women also similar to type number 2, very often they would not also be on our websites. They would not be especially on the paid websites, they're not looking forward to that. They also would not be searching for a guy 30 years older. Women who are successful and loving, they want somebody as a partner. They won't even, they might develop connection and feelings with you when they see you in person. It could possibly happen that they will have some affection toward you, but they would never search for specifically for somebody who is a lot older, who got the money. They're not interested in just be in the golden cage. That's gonna be, we're gonna talk about the next type. But in this case, they are free. They have an amazing thing about them. They can choose whoever they want, whether they're in Ukraine, in Italy, in US. They can choose. They have a freedom because they work on themselves, because they put a lot of effort to keep their body, mind, and soul together. They are people that everybody loves, and everybody want to be their friend. They have no shortage whatsoever finding, I would say not finding, but having a huge variety of possibilities and potential partners. The only one downside they have is that sometimes it's hard for them to find an equal, because a lot of times, somebody wants to be with you because of your energy, but they don't give that. Sometimes people want to be with you because you have a social proof. So the only struggle they have is sometimes to find somebody who is on a standard or a little bit higher, so they have somewhere to grow to, or somebody to grow with, because these women also very much into personal development, into spiritual awareness, just living life to the fullest, combining the love, career or passion project, whatever they do, and children and husband. So it's like the whole package deal, like you guys say in US. So yeah, and it's not impossible to find a woman like this, but once again, you probably need to explore. You probably will need to explore. If you travel, for example, to Ukraine, you might meet a woman like this at certain events. You might network. And it's interesting. I just had a conversation yesterday with one of my subscribers, and he was at the event, and I was just so thrilled to hear, because he said that everything I was talking was exactly confirmed by the two ladies who are successfully married here. They were, I believe, from Russia and Ukraine, and one was from my city. And he said that they confirmed everything I've said about, the traveling to Ukraine, having the exploration networking factor when you meet somebody, and about the adaptation that it takes a couple of years to adjust here. But anyways, I was just really thrilled to hear that, yes, if you want to have an authentic experience, once again, you can have some help and guidance. You don't have to hire an agency or, matchmaker, or, some kind of companies that have people, just because Ukraine is a very social country. But guys, I'm not gonna tell you everything I'm doing on my tour. if you're gonna go right back to the topic, because I want to stay on it, and also a lot of people listening to my ideas and then implementing them in what they're doing. A lot of people are stealing my ideas and then calling what they do, not even changing the name to what I'm creating. And a lot of people using my name to grow their channel. I mean, I would say not a lot of people, but some people are using my name to grow their channel, and being only nice to me because they want to get your attention, guys. They're fighting for my followers, and they want my followers to follow them, and so on and so forth. So therefore, we're gonna keep it in the group, or I'm recording a short video on what I'm doing with my tour. It's not a huge big secret, but I'm getting sick and tired that people are stealing my stuff. Going back. So basically, guys, you do have a chance to meet a unicorn woman, but you gotta be a unicorn man yourself. That's the only thing. She's, this woman doesn't have artificial interest. She's the one that wants you for you. She's the one that want to do great things with you. She's definitely not the one that looking out for an easy way out of Ukraine, or because she got what she got her talents. She knows how to make money. She wants she wants a great partner, and usually, guys, she is not looking for like a daddy figure. She's looking for a partner, for somebody, I would call it partner in crime. And she's also, as once again, guys, when women on websites tell you, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, and they are sitting on a paid websites and getting paid from it, and they have hours upon hours chatting with you, you should question that. Because a successful woman does not have hours of your time chatting with you. I'm just telling you like this. And a successful woman also put effort to learn another language. It could be English, it could be German, it could be French. She is not, she's living in a modern world, and if she is really successful, she needs to know to speak another language. So guys, be very careful when somebody who cannot connect two words together is telling you how successful they are in Ukraine. That is a lie. And as I mentioned earlier, Antonio from Real Man, Real Style, I just have such a great respect for him. He probably wouldn't be after, woman who is, less of a unicorn. I hope he will make a video about his wife one day, but he's just such an inspiration. And his success was exploring and networking in Ukraine. And network in Ukraine is very powerful because people are very open to make connections. People are very open to make friends, and it's a lot more social. So basically, guys, sorry, there's always something happens. Basically, Type 3 is also, guys, not for everybody. If you want a woman that is not very ambitious and you really want to have home and family and fresh meals every day, you probably need to go for a Type 1. Type 3 love doing that, but she would be unhappy if she can't find herself here. She have to have her independence. She needs to have her space, and she's very ambitious and driven. So consider that. I mean, really a unicorn, It's like everything in one, which for some guys, I want to warn you, is way too much. Is way too much. And you have to be confident enough and with yourself and where you are in life, to look for somebody that is in your age gap very close. I would say in this case it's probably only like 5 to 10 years top, because they would feel very strange to particularly look for somebody who is a lot older, just because they don't need how to say this, they don't need like, I don't know, a rich uncle. I don't know how to say this, but once again, it could be different that what I'm saying, because if you meet in person and she think you are great, those conditions I just said about the age gap and interest and values, it could change, especially the age gap. If she sees you, and if she likes how you look, if she likes how you feel, if she loves to be around you, you're on the same page, things could work. But generally, once again, they won't be on the websites, looking to fish and hunt for guys. These women never do that. They could be maybe on some high quality website, like some VIP something, but even that I highly doubt, because they don't have time to check that mail. They are out, they are traveling, they are learning a new language, they are doing stuff, but they are still looking for the soulmate. And you could meet them by exploring, networking, and going to certain events in Ukraine. So just want to make it clear, guys, that impossible is still possible, but you gotta put effort. So, and my least favorite, my personal least favorite, is number 4. Step number 4 is basically where everybody, angry calls a gold digger. So the woman that is invest a lot in her appearance, invest a lot in her, Gucci style, and really looking for a rich guy. The woman that really not looking for deep connection for some reason, usually that reasons they are pretty sad, because it's some kind of pain going from childhood. But you know what? Remember, you're not here to fix people, so don't have an illusion that she doesn't have feelings for you, but then you're so great that she will, the person must want to change something. And a lot of times these women, they were hurt or betrayed by men early on, and so they decided, okay, if I don't want to get hurt anymore, and I want to have a good living, I don't care for love, because it's always, men always hurt me, something like that. And they just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna give them what they want, and so they give me what I want. And if I fall in love with somebody, it might be even somebody on the side. As brutal as it is, guys, I have to tell you what it is. And type number 4 could be a scammer that keeps scamming you for money and for trips, or it can be a girlfriend that you think you have, and you might be able to be with her, to travel with her, and you will think, oh my gosh, she's great, we are together, and but really she's just using you for that certain time. And guys, we just posted at the VIP club a picture of one girl that was fooling around, playing around with 2 men, and they're both my followers. And it's pretty amazing. And I'm working on making the database with all the faces I can possibly. Hey Dave, yes, Dave helped with that, by the way. So we're gonna do the database. I'm gonna make like a slideshow and add it to my anti-scam course. And guys, you can check out those faces. I mean, what are the chances that 2 of my followers were dating the same girl? I honestly think it's possibly was happening basically at the same time. These girls see you as the how to say this, as a wallet, and you are kind of their job. So they know, okay, this one comes 5th to 15th, this one comes on 16th to 17th. So they love you, they send you, love you, quote unquote, they send you great letters, and they are so way out of your league, guys. I just want to say, I know it's some people tell me that I'm too direct, but that's how I roll. Like, they would never they're just totally out of your league, period. And I'm not saying you to put you down. I'm saying that sometimes you have to open your eyes and see, okay, why is she liking me? It could be that on the outer, the woman can be really attractive. It was funny because my son said something like, Mom, one thing I've noticed, their partners look a lot better than they are. So the girls look a lot better than the boys. But once again, you could be I mean, you could meet an extremely beautiful woman, but she would be connecting with you. And yeah, you just need to raise a little bit of your emotional awareness, because if, there are ways to find that out, and it's for another conversation. But it happens. We often see some or we know that there are some real couples that have either big age difference, or the woman is really stunning and the guy is kind of okay, but he's not just okay. He might not be the Brad Pitt on the outer, but he got something that woman is crazy about him. And I'm not talking about just money. I can already see how, I'm gonna get the comments on YouTube about, yes, of course. No, they're really crazy about that man because he's brilliant, because he's genius, because there is something about him that others didn't have. But it's very slippery road, and there is a lot, there are a lot of these women who tell you stuff and tell you, oh, it's just not the time yet. If you date with anybody and the woman wouldn't hold your hand, or she wouldn't, there wouldn't be that kiss me moment. Don't waste your time. And the thing about type number 4, to me, it's the most boring type, because the things that runs in their mind are basically about how to get new clothes, how to get new shoes, how to ask you for something else, for something else, for something else. So, and this is their source of happiness. When they ask you for stuff and you give them stuff, they are happy. And you know what, guys, we all enjoy things, I get that, but it is so boring because there is nothing going on. When you are next to a person that you really like, you might not be doing anything. You just, looking, you're just looking in the window, you're just sitting next to each other, but you feel like you're in paradise because you understand each other, you enjoy each other. And whether you're doing housework, or you're going to exotic trip, or you're going through difficulty, or you're having a great, whatever leisure time, you feel great because you are connecting. With a type number 4, the connection is very artificial. It's kind of like they tell you what you want to hear. They're very smart. So if you're not very experienced man, you might have an issue. You will say, oh my gosh, she tells me all these things. They are very big on writing great letters, and usually somebody is helping them to do that, and making you compliments, and they know what you want to hear. So, and also they try to grab as much stuff from you as possible, because then they don't know how long it's gonna last. Seriously, guys, I see nothing wrong with women, wanting to be, beautiful and nicely dressed. I'm a woman myself, but when I have a conversation with somebody, I don't think about, new pair of shoes. Think about, it's nice to be with a person who can be with you in the moment and love you for who you are. It's funny because these women, they don't get it, that if you find somebody who is right for you, who is connecting with you, and you give them real love, you won't have to worry about an extra pair of shoes, because that man will be growing and being more and more successful, because he gets the genuine inspiration, something that lights his fire inside. So that is just very surface-like relationship, and not the real one into depths. But guess what? A lot of people are going for it. A lot of people even are aware that they are in a relationship like that, but yet they kind of staying. And to defend, women like that, I mean, in their defense, I can say, if there would be no people who want them, they wouldn't exist. A lot of men want to have an artificial relationship. Unfortunately, a lot of men want to have a trophy wife to show their friends, hey, look at this woman, you know. And that's just that kind of self-esteem lift and social proof. But you know, it's really very one-sided, and it's never satisfying, unless you don't really have much to offer to the person. So that's what you want. You want an exchange. You don't want to be, you want to exchange, you know, like living with a beautiful woman and buying her stuff, you know. If that's what you want, you are in paradise. But it's, to me, if you ask me, guys, I think it's boring as hell. So hey guys, Bradford, good to see you. Dave, thanks for joining in. Bryce is saying, be careful what you wish for. I absolutely agree. We gotta be careful what we're wishing for. So I made 2 videos, guys. I might not do live videos for a while. We'll see how it's gonna go. I'm taking some time off. I think it will give me some more. I'll restart my system, so I will have more videos for you guys to come. But here you have type number 3 and type number 4. And just share your opinion, what you think about it, and what are you interested in type number 3? Do you think it would be a good match? Have you had encounters with type number 4? One last thing, guys. Type number 4 often pretends to be all the other types. Type number 4 very often pretends that, oh, I just want a family. But yet they do not connect with you at all. You don't feel their warmth. Or they say, yeah, I just work all the time. I work so hard. But yet they're trying to be type number 2, but yet every time they are online and they chatting with 20 men, and this is how they really make money. Or they also would try to pretend type number 3, which is really hard to do. But they often wear masks. And guys, you know that I offer the consultations on anti-scam check, and it's not just it's not about checking if they are real or checking their name, background. A lot of them are real. You can find their name, last name, where they live, but that's not giving you the answer. Are you having the best interaction in your life, or is this woman playing you? And for me, because I'm starting to do it so often, and obviously being in Ukraine and going through all kinds of things over there, I can tell from a mile away. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I can tell from a picture even. I know it's a kind of dangerous like statement, but not for me, because same for you. You know, maybe in your, whatever you do daily, if I ask you a question about it, you will say, you won't even need more details. You would tell me right away, listen, this woman isn't right. Like, I had a client who was kind of, not sure and trying to consult with others, but he got really hurt in the end. And the things there, what his girlfriend was telling him, he would just tell me one of those phrases, and what she was asking him for, he could have walked away from that relationship a lot earlier. So just want you to know that, guys, that you gotta, that's why I'm making this video, so you gotta learn that, there are all these different types, and if you do have a challenge, it might worth to invest a little bit of your time and effort, and I'll help you. It's not my favorite. My favorite is helping people to build beautiful things. But you can't build a beautiful thing with a scammer. That's all I want to say. Sometimes it's worth the time and money to sit down one time and go through the patterns, and then you can decide. I'm not telling you what you need to do, but I'm telling you where you are at. And so far, I did not have anybody come back to me and tell that, oh no. Like, usually people are very grateful because it hurts, but then it saves you time. Or you are getting the good news, and then you feel that you can keep investing. So yes, everybody, people are not machines. Absolutely, everybody can be wrong, but sometimes there are obvious signs like that it's a scammer. So how is it did I go from types of women to this conversation? Well, actually, it is connected with the type number 4. So, guys, thank you so very much for being with me. Thank you for watching my talks. Thank you for your awesome comments, for the shares, for the wishes. I really appreciate that. And I'm excited. We are heading tomorrow early we're flying to Dallas, and looking forward to meet some of you there. And we probably will make at least 1 or 2 lives from there if they have good connection. So thank you so very much for being here, guys, and feel free to post questions and topics that you want me to talk about. Feel free to do that, and if you want to send me a personal message, you can do that to the email consultveronika@gmail.com, and I will post all my links, and a Facebook live video like this one. I will post a link on YouTube where you can join it. So thank you, and thank you, Bryce. We definitely will have fun. And everybody, thank you, Dave. See you very soon. My hand is frozen. Bye, guys.